Hello viewers, Electric Circuits question 6. For this circuit, find the total resistance and the current through the battery and each resistor. Therefore find the power output of the battery and the power consumed by each resistor. So we have a purely parallel circuit here. We have a 10 volt battery and we have a 5 ohm resistor and a 4 ohm resistor. So any individual electron is either going to go through the 5 ohm resistor or it's going to go through the 4 ohm resistor, but it's not going to go through both. So first thing to find is the total resistance. Since we're dealing with a purely parallel circuit, we have 1 over the total resistance is 1 over 4 ohms plus 1 over 5 ohms. So therefore we get the total resistance will be 4 to the power of -1 plus 5 to the -1, all of that to the -1, and if we calculate that we get a resistance of 2.22 ohms. So that's the overall resistance of the circuit. So now we're ready to find the current through the battery, which is the common current. So I common, we can use Ohm's law for this, and we are going to get V over R, which is 10 divided by the resistance we use for the common current is the total resistance of the circuit, and if we calculate that, 10 divided by 2.22, we are going to get 4.5 amps as the common current. So that's the current through the battery. Now let's look at the 5 ohm resistor. So for the 5 ohm resistor, we need to find the current through that resistor. So I is going to be, again, Ohm's law of V over R, which is, the voltage is 10. Since we've got a purely parallel circuit, the voltage across both resistors must be 10 ohms. And we're looking at the 5 ohm resistor, so the resistance is 5. And we get the current is 10 divided by 5, which gives us 2 amps. And for the 4 ohm resistor, same thing, we're using Ohm's law to find the current. I equals V over R, which is 10 over 4, giving you 2.5 amps. So we get 4.5 amps through the common part of the circuit, 2 amps across the 5 ohm resistor, and the remaining 2.5 amps through the 4 ohm resistor. Okay, so we've got the currents for each resistor. Now let's look at the power output. So the power output of the battery. Power of the battery is, power is I times V, current times voltage, and the current is, for the battery, it is 4.5 times 10, giving you 45 watts. So that's the power output of the battery. And for the 5 ohm resistor, so we get the power is I times V, which is, I here is, for the 5 ohm resistor, I is 2, times the voltage is 10, giving us 20 watts. And for the 4 ohm resistor, so the power again is I times V. The current is 2.5, we found that before, times 10, giving us 25 watts. So the battery puts out 45 watts, 20 of that is used up by the 5 ohm resistor, and the 4 ohm resistor uses up 25. Thanks for watching, over and out.